Hi, Albert.
Hey, hey.
I'm Max.
I'm sorry?
I'm Max.
You're Max. Nice to meet you.
Hi,
Carmela. Nice to meet you. Albert. Nice to meet you, Albert. Okay.
Hello, I am Max. I am the CEO.
Hi, I am Carmela. I am the secretary.
I'm Albert. I'm the CTO.
And our product is Hygieia.
So, this is Aubrey. She's 20 years old and she's a college student and she has a part-time job. And she is very busy and she has this mental health issue, and eating disorder. And she needs this help, so she doesn't know where to begin.
Finding help is complicated. You don't know how to start, when to start. And this is bubbles that shows the mindset of what some people have, like how can I find help? Does my insurance cover it?
So, our mission is creating this mental health app that will help people understand and deal with their mental health. That way, they know what they're going through, so that way we're here to help them. So more than 60% of people share Aubrey's experience due to American Psychological Association.
Our solution is Hygieia, the app. What we offer licensed therapists a personal journal that only you could access, personalized playlists where you could listen to your own music that's relaxing, and personalized plushies called Buddy Pals. These are our competitors, Build-A-Bear, Spotify, and BetterHelp. How are we better? We're better because we have all licensed therapists, calming music, customized plushies, journal, and a virtual pet called Buddy Pals. Why Buddy Pal? Why use our Buddy Pal? Our Buddy Pal helps people with anxiety and depression because they are weighted, which feels like a hug, and some people use weighted things for deep pressure therapy.
So this will be our mock-up. So right now, what you guys are seeing on the screen is our introduction, basically. So this is our screen where it shows sign up and log in. So if you want to log in, there's a button where it says log in, and there's a button where it says to sign up. If you are a new person using our app, this is a sign up page where they will have to put their name, their email, their phone number, also their date of birth to sign in or to make an account. And this is their login. So if they're returning to use the app again, they can put in their email, their name, and their password to sign in. This will be our section where if they want to make their virtual pet in the app, this will be showing up on their screen. And if they choose to do that, they will be showing this screen where they can customize their pet.
For our app, our monthly price is $15, and our yearly price is $125. For our Buddy Pal, for just a regular Buddy Pal, it's $25, and for a customized Buddy Pal, it's $35 and up.
And so this is our TAM of the California of units, which is our revenue of $1 million. And then our Fresno SAM of the units is $28 million.
For our future, we would like to collab with BetterHelp, Spotify, and many more specified therapists. We will also like to expand our app more than just here.
So your mental health really matters. So start with Hygieia today.
This is our ad that we will put in all of our social media, such as Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and more.
This will be our landing page, so if they are interested of finding more information about our app that we're currently working on, they will put in their name, their email, and I guess their phone number, so if they want more information from us, they could ask us directly. And then once they do sign up for like the prototype, they get like 2 months free of the app, so they don't have to pay. And this will be our socials. So right now we have TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook currently right now. And this is our contact information. So if they want more information about our app, they can contact us and ask us various questions about our app.
Start healing with Hygieia today. Thank you.
Thank you.
First off, I thought your presentation was good. I can definitely hear you, so good job on that. I do have a few questions regarding your security and with the app when you're dealing with licensed therapists. And also, I didn't know that Spotify offered licensed therapists.
Yeah, they did.
Some people that are therapists, they have like a little podcast on Spotify.
So it's group therapy.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. So going back to the security and since is this group therapy or is this individual therapy? How's this going to work?
It's individual,
Okay.
just the customer and the therapist.
Okay. So would you have to abide by HIPAA laws since you're dealing with a licensed therapist and confidential information on a patient? Because you have to treat it that way. Did you do any research about that? Do you have to abide by HIPAA laws, anything like that?
We haven't, but we will look into that.
Okay. That was one of my major questions. But I'll circle back around with someone else.
So did you used to be Alcam and then became Hygieia or what?
Oh,
Alcam is our company and Hygieia is the name of the app.
Oh, well, that's not clear at all. So I would try to make that. I thought you said Hygieia, and then I see Alcam on every slide. So I think your app's Alcam actually, or one or the other. So maybe clarify that somehow would be good. And then also, you did give more information on how they would get their plushie, but not a lot of information about the app itself. We were interfacing with the therapist. I think it'd be nice if you had a little more detail on what that part of the app, what the app kind of looks like, how it would work, maybe. Just a little more detail, even just a couple slides showing how they go through the process of picking their therapist and that kind of thing. And then I also was curious where your TAM calculations came from. I've asked this like every group. So I don't know where those number of units came from. 132 million, that's about a third of the US population. But I don't know where that came from. Why that number?
We are still working on that. We know we did something like wrong, but we are working on that.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Just so you guys know, if this is California, the number of men, women, and children and babies and everyone else in California is 39 million. That's, way more than that, so.
I think you guys did present well. I think that it's clear that the three of you are passionate and care about this, which is nice to see in a presentation that you guys want this to be successful. I think that there are a few things about the presentation that could be addressed. If you go back towards the beginning where you talked about the American Psych Association,
There you go.
American Psychological Association, there you go. You said due to them, more than 60% of people share Aubrey's experience, and I don't think that American Psychological Association is inflicting that damage onto 60% of Americans. I could be wrong, but I think that probably, you said that incorrectly, and maybe you meant to cite them, not claim that they're inflicting this, psychological harm. And then next, if you can go to the post that you had made, the mock-up of the ad. This is going to be kind of similar to what I said to the group before, in that you kind of want your product to evoke the feelings that you receive from the service or product or app, not necessarily the feelings that you're going to have that lead you to this post. Because one could argue that this post means that by using your app, she's going to look like this. And I don't think you want to give the impression that this app makes you look like that. I think it wants to do the opposite maybe. So even if you have like a before Hygieia, and then it can even be a GIF, which is very simple to animate, and it swipes away and it shows after, and it shows the key differentiator for you guys, which is the plushie. Because that's not really apparent in here, and I think that that's a huge thing for marketing for you guys that you are kind of using, but you're not leaning on enough, if anything.
Thank you.
Can you go back to the first slide?
Yeah.
I think it was the first slide. That's your first slide? There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. I was just looking at all right, just the spelling of Hygieia.
Yeah.
We have something.
Yeah.
Okay. Next. All right. So whenever you have team members who aren't here, when you're giving a picture or presentation, you apologize that they aren't here today, and you'll be speaking, to their parts, something like that. But let us know that they aren't here. I think these should all be in one line, not like one person down and the other person up, and all of that. Everyone should be in a team, all linear. So I would fix that in this presentation. Next slide. I think you did well here. Next slide. Here, you did a really good job this time. You didn't just show this for 0.5 seconds and then move on and leave it. You really did explain this is what's happening in the lives and the minds of people who are dealing with mental health issues, and it's complicated. You explained it a lot better this time, so that was really good, because last time I saw it, this was confusing me because you didn't explain what it really represented. You explained it really well this time. Go to the ad again, I think, as well. Oh, so you guys don't show the plushie or anything like that, or don't really talk about it much. You said that it's weighted. That's sort of new. So what other features does the plushie have? And let's start there.
We would like
You're 12 minutes, but keep going.
we would like to let the customer decide that. If they want to try it out, they can, and so they could have whatever they want on the plushie.
Well, I mean, no. What features does the plushie have? I can design whatever kind of animal or plushie I want, but I mean, it's weighted. That's a feature. Are there any other features besides it being weighted? Because I think that's a really good feature, and you explained that really well. Any other features in the plushie?
Not
Other than
yet.
customizing and weighted, that's it? Okay. Which is your biggest product? Go back to your sales again. No, sales, the units sold. So what is this? Units sold. Is this app subscriptions, plushie numbers? What are the numbers?
Subscription.
Okay, so you're not even calculating how many of those you'll sell? And how much are those? go back to how much those are again. Yeah, Buddy Pals. So those numbers it's just, you're just doing subscription only. So what you're showing us doesn't even include the Buddy Pal pricing. So we don't know how much revenue you'll generate from that. You hadn't calculated that, correct? Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't take too much to give a lot of clarity, to the numbers. And then we feel more comfortable about where they came from, which is important, right? So you guys definitely did come across well. It was a decent presentation. You could tell you all are involved with it, which is very nice, and spoke up, and I thought that was a good presentation.
I think you guys are clearly today you're missing. I think you have a person on your team that told a really good story from the very beginning, and that really told why you do this business. And you guys are missing that story today, which I think would have been powerful for the judges on top of that. So if you have a missing person, you may need to step up and then tell their story. That's your why. And the judges didn't have a chance to actually hear that story. Sometimes investing in a business is not just investing in the business idea, but investing in the team, knowing that the team is in it, and they're going to stay with it, and they're going to grind and make it happen and make it grow, and they're not just going to be a fly-by-night team who's going to just give up on it once it gets hard. So just kind of keep that in mind as well. That's all I've got, I think. Presentation, I like what I'm seeing. Did you show the app again? Did you show the app again? Okay. A lot of black and white in there, so some of the same colors you used in the pitch deck, try to get some of those colors in here. So it is also a place that brightens your day when you go visit it, as opposed to a 1970s newspaper, black and white type deal. So brighten this app up, brighten it up.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's it, I think. All right, let's give it up, everybody.